Welcome to Chat with T. I'm your host, Miss T. Good morning, Chit Chat community, or afternoon, or good evening. Whichever. Hope all is well. Let's get into this T trending topics today. All right. And first up my list. And this is first of all, this is kind of about Nia Long, but it's kind of not about Nia Long. But you remember Nia Long was dating a gentleman by the name of Udoka. I hope I pronounced his name properly. Good looking guy, but she dated him for, 15, 16 years or so. And she broke up with him, well, I think it was the end of last year. I believe I'm correct, right? But nevertheless, she's a free bird. She broke up with him, and remember the reason why she broke up with him was because he basically got caught up in an affair. And not only an affair, but a public affair, right? He basically slept or allegedly was caught in an inappropriate relationship with a subordinate, basically. And he was reprimanded by being suspended for a year as head coach of the Boston Celtics. So that's what we're talking about today. The Boston Celtics basically appointed the assistant coach, and they should, Joe Mazzulla, a young man, as assistant coach to take his place temporarily until they decide to make a final decision regarding Ime Udoka's career with the team. All right. So nevertheless, just recently came out in the last 24 hours. It looks like the Celtics finally made a decision, and they decided to offer a move forward with the assistant coach and promoted him basically as the head coach, which I'm not surprised. And I think they were just kind of watching to see how he did, and apparently he did well because they're sticking with him. Like they said, I'm sticking beside him. So they're sticking with him. So the shadow of Ime Udoka and the misdoings that led to the suspension have been hovering over the organization, and more specifically, Mazzulla, his replacement, for months. The Celtics did not want Mazzulla taking the baggage to Salt Lake City for the league's premier showcase weekend. So it was an astute move to lift the tag from Mazzulla, break ties with Udoka, and move forward. There's still plenty of questions about Udoka's departure. The organization has been tight-lipped about whether there were any additional misdoings, and both sides have moved forward. Well, we ain't even go there anymore. We talked about that. If you didn't know, last year we talked about Ime Udoka, Nia Long, and that whole debacle. For a month, and that we're not even going to go back there. But if you're not aware, you want to know what happened, I'd break it all down in several videos. Please check those out. You can check out my playlist if you really want to know what went on. It was a whole thing, but nevertheless, looks like our coach, well, not our coach, but the Celtics coach, is no longer with the team, Ime Udoka. So basically, Celtics cut ties with him. And the crazy part, I'm going to say this and move on to the next subject, but the crazy part about this is, that was going to happen. Like, why would they suspend him for a year and then like, what was going to happen next? That was weird. But anyway, oh well, we're moving on. Decisions. And by the way, Nia Long moved on. All right. Let me know what you think about that. Let's go next. Okay, all right. Nia Long. Yes, I said Nia Long. Miss Nia Long has been through a lot, and specifically in 2022. She went through a lot. As you know, I just spoke on Ime Udoka, who was her fiance, and they were dating for, as I stated, for years. But nevertheless, let's get into this. Okay, and not that. Okay, so basically, if you don't know, Nia Long has moved on in her life, which kudos to her for that. But now she's up and through these streets. They're talking about her, so she is popular and being discussed. Some are not being so nice, I guess, and then some are like whatever. So basically, Nia Long came out and she sparked a debate because, she told how when she was in high school, I believe she was definitely a teenager, but I believe the age was 15, and her mom consented on her dating a 30-year-old man. And she talked about that. And there's been a whole thing. When I tell you it's been a whole thing, it's been discussed all over these YouTube streets and all up and through the media, okay? So she just kind of, I remember her saying that, that he was good to her and he was kind, okay? Um, and so that's that. But I'm not sure how to put that. To me, she really was a kid or a child, but then again, she kind of mentioned her mom was kind of not artistic as in, but more free, maybe free birds, what she meant, I guess. Um, but she admitted that, and I guess my thing for Nia, I like Nia, by the way. So, she's been around a long time, great actress, beautiful, all right. But I was just like, that still seemed a little weird to me that she came out and actually admitted that. That was really odd to me. Now, maybe I'm old school or old fashioned. I don't know. I just thought there was something. But you know what? This Neil saying that does remind me. Am I the only one that had teachers or had friends who were young, and not friends per se, or we had associates or classmates per se, they were bragging and boasting about sleeping or talking to an older guy, and they were so proud of it. I mean, I'm from a small town, and it definitely happened there. And they will pull up, and they would just be so excited to have these dudes who were 30 years old. I'm just like, dude, that's the old man. Like, what's wrong with you? Back then it was old man, okay. But like, I'm like, what? What's that about? But they were just so excited to have them because the guys, the men in their 30s would buy them things and pick them up from school, and they just thought that was it. Like, what was that? Like, like, it was definitely wrong. But that's what Nia Long's story reminds me of, her thing, and it happened, and it's still happening, I'm sure. But how could but her mom condoned it, and we could go into all kinds of why this is wrong, and so like how many examples have happened. Like, I won't even mention his whole name, Kelly. He did that. I'm not going to say his whole name, but he actually did that. He went to the schools and picked up young ladies, if you didn't know, okay? And and we consider him a predator, right? Not knocking him, but that's what the word is on the street. That's what they consider him. He's been labeled a predator. He has. And that's why he's in and out of court right now because of those, allegedly, and those allegations, okay, of being a predator. Moving on past that, but yeah, so I just thought that was a little different. I no judgment on her. I just thought it was different, and I was very surprised she even shared it. And guys, I see it. It sounds like to me a lot of the guys kind of giving her a hard time. Mostly guys, and maybe some women too. Just kind of giving her slack on like why, about her behavior. Anyway, like, she was a kid, her mom was the adult, her mom made the call, so that's that. Let me know what you think about that, and maybe that has something to do with how she moves now. How she moved then could have an impression on how she moves now. And there's no judgment on there. Again, I do like her. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Let's keep the conversation going. What do you think about that whole conversation about Nia? Do you even care? Okay, let me know what you think. All right, as I always say, we can't change anyone else. Focus on the things that you can control and not on the things you can't. I'll be back with another one. Thank you. Bye bye.